It's a pig.
Yeah, I did the pay. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, depending on where you are. This is Sheila Noye of Destiny Shapers with Sheila Noye. We are happy to have you here again today. Today, we have an awesome topic we are discussing, studying abroad with scholarships. I know a friend of mine asked me, and a few other people had asked me previously about scholarships abroad, and I didn't have answers. So I chanced on my sister and I asked her, and she agreed to come on our show and talk to us about some of the things we need to know about scholarships. So thank you all for today. I welcome everybody joining us and those who will join us later to watch. Thank you and God bless you. So as I said, our topic is studying abroad with scholarships. We have with us today our sister, Miss Akosua Agyemang Konadu. You can simply call her Tisha, and her channel is Tisha Channel on YouTube. Thank you, Sister Tisha, for joining us. Welcome to Destiny Shapers with Sheila Noye.
Thank you so much, Sister Sheila. I'm very delighted to be here. And thank you so much for the good work you are doing. Yeah, I watch most of your videos and I have been blessed. Keep on doing the great work. God bless you.
Oh, thank you. And I have the same thing to say. You know, I've been watching you and I am mesmerized with the work you are doing. So thank you so much. Keep up the good work. And
Thank you, sis.
thank you, Sister Roseman, for joining us. You are always, it's always a blessing to have you, and I appreciate your support. So, Sister Tisha, before we go on, can you share a little bit of your background with us? We want to know who you are, what you do, family, where you come from, where you are right now.
Okay, Sister Sheila, thank you so much. So my name is, I have a very long name. My name is Letitia Noella Akosua Agyemang Konadu. Yeah, quite a long name. But most of my friends from Letitia came from Letitia. So most of my friends call me Tisha. And that's how come we have Tisha Channel. So I was born in Kumasi, Ghana. I have two sisters and a brother. My dad is a teacher and my mom is a trader. Yeah. Nice. So I was born and then grew up also in Kumasi. I had all my education up to the university level in Kumasi before I left Ghana to Europe to study. Oh. Yeah. So the first time I left Ghana, I actually went to Cameroon for 1 year to study, and then from there, I studied mathematics for 1 year in Cameroon, and then I went to Italy to study and went to France to study. Yeah, so it was after France that I got married and moved back to Italy. So currently I'm in Italy with my husband, and we've been blessed with two beautiful boys. Awesome. Yeah, Michael and Mendel.
Awesome. That is awesome. So it means I even thought you just came from Ghana to Italy, not knowing you've had a little bit of experience.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So the journey started after I completed my bachelor's degree in Ghana, KNUST. Oh. Yeah. So from there, I had a scholarship to study mathematics in Cameroon for 10 months. And then from there, I came to Italy, and that's how the journey has been so far. Here we are.
That's
It's a,
awesome. So what do you do in Italy? What
so
work?
yeah. So currently, my first job is I'm a full-time mom. Yeah,
Okay, that's awesome.
yeah, my boys are not in school at the moment, so most of the time I'm with them. And aside that, also I teach mathematics online. Yeah, so I have learned maths with teacher on YouTube. Yeah, and then also I help people who want to study abroad. I invite people on my channel to share their experiences studying abroad. Apart from the experiences, even before you get admission to university, what's the process you have to go through. So people come and share all this stuff, and how you can also get scholarship to fund your education. So I do that as well. And then I have another program I call the Research Spotlight, where we celebrate researchers, and then they also share with us some of the stuff they are doing. And this is to also motivate the younger people and give them ideas on the research areas. And I also work with Links Media, which is a branding company in the UK. Yeah, so I work virtually also with them. So for now, that's what I do.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I didn't know about the Links Media one.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. You are doing so wonderful, and I always watch you and I admire you. So
Thank
would
you.
you say this is your like calling, your purpose, your passion? How did you get all the ideas? How did you get into this area
So
of your
thank you.
career? How did you
Yeah,
get to
so
that?
I when I was growing up, I wanted to be a doctor, like as most of us wanted
Every
to.
one of us, yes.
Yeah, for my high school education, I was a science student, thinking that I was going to be a doctor. But I realized that I didn't like biology. And to read medicine, you should be able to do biology. I loved mathematics. Yeah, so after high school, I got admission to study physics at KNUST. It was then that I got the desire that I wanted to teach, because I like talking and I always felt happy when I explained stuff to people. So the idea was like, oh, let me teach so that I would impact positively. And then because I was also in the science field, and we didn't have many women or many girls doing the stuff we were doing. I felt like it would be an opportunity for me to motivate many young women to do the physics and mathematics, which is mostly done by our male or our brothers. Right. So I have always had the passion or the desire to teach, to motivate people, etc. And when I left Ghana and I came here, people started talking to me about wanting to come to Europe to study. Yeah, so I started sharing with people maybe through WhatsApp, and then yeah, guiding them and all that. But then I realized that I may have limited knowledge, because I have studied in Europe. I haven't studied in Canada or in America, so I may not know how things work there. So why don't I bring my friends who have studied in these places to come together and then share their experiences? Because if it's coming from the horse's own mouth, it's better. Yeah, so that is what inspired me to do this, and more especially when my friend, who is Daniel, he is in the States, told me that when he was in Ghana and he wanted to do his masters, the mom didn't have money, so the mom had to sell her plot of land before she could fund his education in Ghana. Then I thought of, so what if someone is very brilliant, but then doesn't have the mother doesn't have a plot of land, or the family don't have money to support the person? Is the person going to just waste away when the person can actually have maybe a scholarship or something? So that is what pushes me every day to do this, because I don't know who will watch me and then get blessed with what I am doing. That's where the inspiration came from. And for me, I think it's a purpose or a calling to do this, to motivate people.
That's awesome. So if I'm hearing you well, then it means that you yourself experience, this situation of going to learn abroad, and you were talking about scholarships, and
Yeah,
then you realize, oh, you needed other people to add on to what you already know.
exactly.
So yes, so that is one way to experience and even identify your calling and purpose, something you have experienced and how it can become a benefit to others. And
Yeah.
even through that, you can bring other people on board to come and share their experiences as well. That is awesome. And I'm so happy that you did not let anything stop you, and you are becoming such a blessing unto many. I see
Thank
you
you.
having a lot of followers, and
Thank
well
you.
done on it. And every day I see you doing, different interviews. So that's awesome. So
Thank
coming back to studying abroad. If somebody wants to study abroad, what are the steps to take? What is the first thing the person needs to do? We're talking of, should they have some exams, and what are the
you.
requirements?
Okay, thank you, Sister Sheila. So, this it depends on a lot of things. Yeah, so first of all, if you want to study abroad, the first question you have to ask yourself is that what do I want to study?
Hmm.
What do I want to study? And where do I want to study?
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm coming from a science background. So for maybe I will be a bit biased with some of the things I would say. So, for
Mhm.
example, if I want to go and study, let's say, engineering, I studied nanotechnology or nanoscale engineering in France. So the first thing is that the first tool that you have to use is Google,
Hmm.
because with Google you can get most of the stuff. So you just have to go and, let's say I want to study Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Okay, so you just Google Master of Science Mechanical Engineering in Germany.
Hmm.
So knowing what you want to study first, because there's a lot of information on the internet. So you have to be a bit specific.
Mhm.
Okay. So I want to study Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering Germany, or Master of Science in Mathematics France. Once you Google that, a lot of schools will come. If you want the scholarship also, it's better that you write that also. Maybe
Hmm.
scholarship programs in mathematics Germany. Okay. Aside that, also, you should also know that there are some countries that you can't study in English. For example, you may want to study in France or in Germany. Some of the programs are in English, some of the programs are in their native language. So you have to put all these things into consideration. Which country do you want to have a feel of their culture? Do you
Hmm.
want to maybe learn some German? Do you want to learn, let's say, some do you want to learn maybe some French? So depending on which culture you want to associate with, or you want to learn from, or which language you want to learn, you have to put all these things into consideration. There are some programs that they are taught in the language of the country that is offering that program, and there are some programs that are also taught in English. So you have to, consider all these things. I think you also mentioned about if there's maybe some exams or something. It also depends on the schools. I have never written TOEFL, IELTS, or GRE before. TOEFL is a test of English language, okay, and same as IELTS. And some schools require that you write this to prove that you can speak English. And there are some schools also that once you are coming from Ghana, which is an English speaking country, it's enough for them. They may ask you to go to their university, your university, to get a certificate that shows that your courses or everything was done in English. Yeah, so it mostly depends on which school you are going to study from. So once you Google the schools and then they come, the first place that you have to check is the eligibility criteria, because if you start applying without knowing if you qualify or not, you would waste your time if eventually you get to know that you don't even qualify at all, or you don't fall in the you don't have the criteria. First of all, check the eligibility criteria to see if you fall within that. There are some scholarships, or that one scholarship that are awarded to people from specific countries. Okay, so maybe your country is not part of it. So you have to check that as well. Some of the scholarships also have age limits. Maybe
Mm.
if you're more than 30 years, you can't apply. Okay. So you have to check all these things before you start your application. Yeah.
That is awesome. You really gave us details of what one needs to do. And it means that you must even think of which country you want to really go to. What
Yeah.
what is the language there? Because if you are
Mhm.
going to, let's say, Germany, then you need to know the language, right?
Yeah, so actually it depends because, for example, I studied in France, and prior to that I wasn't speaking French, and it wasn't a problem because I was going to study in English. But all the same, you would need the language maybe to go to the supermarket, etc. Okay, but that you can learn once you are in the country. But
Okay.
for places like, let's say, Croatia or Iceland, there are some programs that you would have to the program is in their language. So in that case, you would have to study their language
Mm,
before getting even enrolled to the program that you want to study. So that's the first thing you have to consider before getting to the other requirements. Like, for example, one of the important things you need to have is your transcript. Your transcript is a document that contains all the details of your the courses that you studied in school. So let's say I studied mathematics, I studied chemistry, physics, and then the grades that you obtained.
mm,
Because scholarships are awarded on based on academic merit. So your transcript is very important. Your CV is very
mm,
important. You have to have an academic CV in in a chronological order. Okay, starting from the most recent achievement or academic achievement. Okay, you need to have that as well. You need recommendation letters. So with the recommendation letters, you have to ask professors that you did better or you did so well in their programs at school. You could
mm,
also ask your supervisor and all that, yeah, to write you a very good recommendation. That is very, very important. Yeah, and then your motivation letter. That is the
mm,
time that you have to market yourself. That's the time that you have to show them, because you may be a first class student or second class upper student. There are several other students
mm,
who are also first class students. Okay, so what makes you different? Why should they accept you? That is the time for you to market yourself, to let them know that yes, Tisha is here. Tisha has got this. Tisha has got that, and so Tisha is the right person to be selected for this scholarship.
mm,
So basically, there could be other requirements. Like in the US, for example, there's an exam they call GRE, Graduate Record Exam, that some schools require that you write before you get scholarship or studentship.
mm.
Yeah. So it depends. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for explaining it in such details. Sister Rosemont said that thanks for blazing the trails, and Pastor Ebo says this is very insightful, and Sister Rosemont again dropping nuggets. Thanks. And
Thank
Sister
you.
Rosemont says hi to you, Tisha.
Hi, sister.
So thank you, thank you, thank you. So we don't just get up and say, I'm going to look for, I'm going for admission to this place or
Yeah.
that place. You need to really take your time
Time,
and
yeah.
look
As
for
the Bible says somewhere that you don't just wake up and say you are going to fight. You
mm,
have to prepare yourself first,
mm,
and yeah. And when you go to Tisha channel, we have made videos from different countries, like study in
good,
the US, study in Australia,
mm,
in different countries. So
mm.
yeah, you can check and see some of the experiences that our guests have shared. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So looking at scholarships, is there some particular links that people can go to look for scholarship, depending on which country they are going to? Is there like a special scholarship website, or you just have to Google, like you said previously?
Okay, so for example, it depends on which country again. So, for example, with France, there's they have what we call Campus France. Okay. Yeah, so when you go to their website, you will get information about scholarships and studying in France. For
Okay.
Germany, we have the DAAD. We have DAAD for Germany. When you go to their website, also you get information about scholarship opportunities in Germany. But aside all that, when you Google also, you would get most of the places. And also another one is that there are some sites, like we have what we call OFA, opportunity for Africans.
Oh,
And yeah, because we have some scholarship that are specific to Africans. And also we have some other scholarship portals. We have master portals, PhD portals. For these sites, you have to just subscribe to their newsletter. And then every week, or sometimes even every day, they will send you scholarship open positions,
oh,
and then you can go through to see which of them suits you. Yeah.
that's awesome. So, for those who are watching, we want to say thank you, Sister Rosemond, Pastor Abel, my pastor, Brother Albert. I think this is Albert Thompson. He is my high school teacher. So, thank you all for joining us. And for those of you who will watch later, I hope this will become a very useful video for you. You can share with your friends who want to go outside the country to learn. We have a lot of videos also at Tisha channel. You can always go to her channel and look for what you want. I've seen so many videos. Italy, some everywhere in Europe, I think she has a video on. UK and every other thing. So please go to her channel, subscribe, and follow her for even future videos. So back to you, Tisha. I know you've talked about application, you've talked about scholarship. So have you ever experienced it? If not, we just want you to throw light on people who are looking to travel outside to learn, they apply and they are rejected. What advice do you give to people like that? Should they just stop or they should keep applying?
Yeah, thank you so much, Sister Sheila, because this also something that I always want to share with people. Okay, we all know that rejection is very, very hurtful. We we all want to be accepted, but that is not how things work. Sometimes we would be rejected, but the way we handle the rejection is very, very important. Okay, we don't have to be discouraged by when we don't have to be discouraged when we are rejected, because it is part of the process. When you are rejected, you don't give up, you continue to apply, because you may be rejected today, but tomorrow you would be accepted.
Oh,
If Thomas Edison has given up, you see what would have happened. So we
oh,
have to you have to continue pushing, and this is why I always advise viewers that when you are applying for the schools, don't just apply to one school, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, make sure that you apply to uh, as many schools as you can, so that if it doesn't work here, it worked there. I think about 2 weeks ago, I had a discussion with three people where we talked about their rejection experiences.
oh,
And one of them was saying that at a point he wanted to even change his email address because he thought the email address was some kind of bad luck. You see, yeah, he felt like, oh, I wanted to even because I don't understand. Every time I receive an email, it's always like, we are sorry to inform you that we apologize. So many people applied, but he kept on, and right now he's doing his PhD in
oh,
Australia. Okay, so rejection is definitely part of the process, but it shouldn't push you down, or it shouldn't discourage you, or it shouldn't make you give up on your dreams.
oh.
Continue to apply, and definitely one day you will be accepted. Yeah, so rejection is part of the process, but handle it properly, and then you will definitely get to your destination. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for throwing light on rejection. Oh, how we are rejected every day in our lives, but we don't have to give up. We
Yeah.
just need to keep going. So once you know you want to go and do this course, just keep pushing, try it and try again. So thank you so much for throwing light on that. So back to you. So honestly, I look at what you are doing and I'm amazed. And my question is, do you face challenges? Because every day I see you, and I know you are a young man, you have a little one at home. So how do you manage to do all that? Do you have challenges? And if you do, what are they? And how do you tackle your challenges?
Yeah, thank you so much. So, just like every good thing, the challenges are part of the process. Yeah. So, yes, sometimes I do face some challenges. For example, I'm a mom of two babies. Yeah, and so usually with what I do, I need some kind of silence to do it. And my husband also goes to work, and where we are with, I don't have a nanny. I don't have anybody who helps me with my children. So sometimes even getting the appropriate time for this is a bit challenging. So with this, what I do is that I always make sure that I fix the interview at the time that my husband is home, so that he'll be able to help me with the kids. Also, another challenge I have is that because I meet or because I sit with people from different continents, sometimes the time difference. Okay, so for example, that if I want to interview someone in Australia, I have to sometimes wake up at 4 a.m. so that the time will favor the guest. Yeah, so sometimes I wake up at 4 a.m. and then have the interview and all that. So these are some of the challenges that I face, but God continues to strengthen us to keep going. Yeah.
That's awesome. I know, right? That is even why we are here today, not yesterday, because we normally have our show on Saturdays, but because of the time and
Mm-hmm.
the availability, we decided to do it on Sunday. And I want to say thank you too for being flexible and
Thank
you
you.
accepted Sunday. Here
Thank
we are. So thank you so much. And I
thank you.
know people watching you will be like, oh, if Sister Tisha is doing it, then we can do it too, because life
Exactly.
is without challenges.
Mhm.
So no matter the challenge, what has God called you to do? What is that special thing God has called you to do?
Mm.
Don't let your challenges push you away from your purpose and your passion. Sister Tisha talked about so many things she's doing. I noticed her with the first video you did on teaching math in tree. Can you believe that, guys? She teaches math in tree. And that was something that really caught my attention, and I love her, and I started following her. And then you are doing your interviews on schools abroad and scholarship, research spotlight, and all the other beautiful things, aside being a stay-at-home mom. So that is awesome. So we are all looking up to you. I know the youth will look up to you and see that there is something they can also do, and they will go after their dreams. So thank you so very much. And
Thank
I
you.
am wondering who is the most influential person in your life, because doing all this awesome work, hey, do you have a mentor? Do you have a coach or something? Who is behind all this?
Yeah, so I would say that I'm a daddy's girl. So my dad is my superhero.
Awesome.
And yeah, I'm sure he's watching me. And thank you so much, Daddy. My father inspires me a lot, and he believes in me. Even when sometimes I don't believe in myself, he
Oh,
continues to push me and encourage me to keep on. When I started my scholarship, my education in the diaspora program that I do on Tisha channel, sometimes even getting people to watch
oh,
it's difficult. But anytime I come live, I just send my father the link and then he will watch me. He
Oh,
doesn't need scholarship to go anywhere, but he will watch me and comment, and for that I really appreciate. Yeah, and I also have a praying mommy who
oh,
is who also supports me with prayers. And I have other great people, Lady Amadan Khan. She has really been very helpful, even with getting the confidence to do all this. Yeah, I have Mamini Caps, who is also a coach, and she has also been very, very helpful. I have you, Sister Sheila. You keep sharing my videos, my flyers, and all that. And I mean, I can't. If I continue to mention the names, I will make mistakes. I have my husband also, who is very, very supportive. Yeah, sometimes he just comes back from work. He's very tired, but he has to take care of the children for me to do this.
oh,
Yeah, and I have great friends also. Like all the friends that I invite to come are always very helpful, willing to give information. I couldn't have done it without all these people. Yeah, so yeah, one of the scientists said that if I have been able to see far, it's because I stood on the shoulders of some people. Yeah, and I really do appreciate all these people who have been there for me to
thank
make me do what I love to do. So thank you to
you.
all of
Amazing.
you. God bless
Thank you, Daddy. If you are watching us, thank you. You make me miss my dad.
you.
I know my dad would have done that to me too if he was alive. And thank you for the praying moms out there. You are awesome. You know, we have mothers of Zion. We come together as mothers to pray for our children. And so
Yeah.
hearing you tell me about your mom makes me like, that is good. We need to support our children to birth their destinies and make sure they are doing what God has purpose for them to do in life. So thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy. And thank you for all the wonderful daddies and mommies out there watching us. Thank you, Dr. Prudence. Congratulations. And thank you for coming on our show today. We celebrate you as well. You know, so many young people are coming up, rising up to their purpose, and that really encourages me a lot. And Sister Tisha, you are one of such people. So God bless you. You don't let your challenges push you back. You are moving forward. And seeing you with all those videos challenges me a lot. And I'm like, I need to rise up as well. So thank you for being a blessing unto us. And I know everybody that is watching and those who will watch later will get a lot of nuggets from all that you have shared for us. I know Sister Roseman is asking about your contact. We're going to go there, but I will allow you to share. If somebody wants to contact you,
So
what should they do?
okay, so I'm very, very active on YouTube, Tisha channel. Yeah, so if you go on YouTube and then Tisha, okay, there are so many Tisha channels. Maybe later on I would drop the link for viewers to see. Yeah, and also on Facebook. On Facebook, my Facebook name is Akosua Agyemang Konadu, and you can send me message anytime. I'm mostly online. And then also I have a Facebook page, Tisha channel, and we also have a group, Education in the Diaspora, where I post sometimes when I have more time. I search for available scholarships and then make videos about that, how you can apply and all that, and then post in the group for people who want to, I mean, to make the work easier, for because you
Yeah.
know it's very difficult searching for schools. So
Mm.
this is my little way of helping people who are overwhelmed with work to be able to apply quickly. Yeah, so you can just join the group Education in the Diaspora on Facebook
Mm.
and follow us on YouTube also, Tisha channel. Yeah.
Maybe after the show, you could copy the link and put it, in the comment section so somebody will say it and join
Yeah.
the group if they want. I am already there and I'm benefiting a lot. So looking at where you are from where you started off when you wanted to come abroad and study and all that you are doing. If you went back 5 years, 5 years back, and you wanted to, let's say, advise your younger self, what will you tell her? What will you do differently? So I know somebody will listen and benefit from it.
Yeah, thank you. So I would tell the young teacher that, girl, just take it easy, and then let Jesus have the way. Because I used to worry a lot. I was always afraid. I wasn't living in the present. I was always thinking about. It is good to think about the future, but sometimes if you overthink, it will deny you. I mean the benefit or the beauty of living in the present, because if you don't take care, you will be overwhelmed with fear.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was always afraid. I remember those times in school, though I was doing well academically, but I was always afraid. And I remember my dad always writing me letters about with the Timothy verse. We were not created with the spirit of fear, to always push, because I was always living in fear. I was always afraid I was going to fail, and there were some opportunities that I missed just because I was afraid. I was a bit closed, not networking. So I would just tell the young teacher that, girl, Jesus has the rule. So just take it easy and let him have the way. Yeah.
Oh, what a great advice. Jesus has your back. Allow him. And don't fear. And network. Open up. Some of
Yeah.
us, we are so into ourselves, we are shy, and that is taking us away from our purpose. So
Exactly.
let's come all out and do what God has committed unto our trust. So that is awesome. So is there anything else you are working on that you would want to share with us?
Yeah. So when I started the education in the diaspora, I started with my friends. I mean, people that I know are studying in different countries. And anytime after I talk to them to come, I ask them to send me their profile. And anytime they send me their profile, I see the awesome things they are doing. And these are people I call my friends. We are always on Facebook, but I didn't know that they were doing these great things.
Hmm.
I was like, no, this is not right. You have to know what you are doing. So that, for example, if I need an advice about the climate, I should know which of my friends is a pro in that aspect. Okay. So I need something about maybe education, educating my child or something. I should know which of my friends is an expert in that area. So when I saw the kind of stuff the friends are doing, I decided to do research spotlight. So
Oh,
which research spotlight is quite new. I think so far I have met 4 people who have shared great stories about their journeys, how they started, the challenges they have faced, etc. And this we are doing also this to want to celebrate the researchers, and
uh-huh.
then also to give hope to other people coming and maybe facing the same challenges that some of these people faced, and also to give research ideas to younger scholars coming. Yeah,
Hmm.
so right now Research Spotlight has also been birthed, and it's also on Teacher Channel. And so yeah, just feel free to watch what's happening there, the beautiful stories of researchers and some of the cool stuff they are doing. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I've watched 2 or 3 of those interviews and I really enjoyed it. So I encourage everybody to go to Tisha channel and watch those videos. You will learn a lot. You will learn and then you'll be inspired. You will see that what people are doing, you are capable of doing the same. So that is how I see all those interviews. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kwame King, for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Alfred Coleman, for joining us. Thank you for all our friends and family that are watching us on YouTube. I'm unable to see you on YouTube. And thank you to all those who will come back and join us and those who will come and watch the video later. God bless you all. So, Sister Tisha, we are almost at the end of the program. Do you have any final destiny nuggets for our destiny shapers? Because this is to encourage somebody to go after their dream, apart
Yeah.
from giving us information about scholarships and studying abroad.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sister Sheila. So, what I would like to tell my fellow Destiny Shapers is that whatever the Lord has placed in your heart, do it. Don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait for perfection. The most important thing is progress. I am a very shy person. You know, when I wanted to start this program, it was somewhere in 2019. Yes, but I was always afraid. I was like, ish, what if I even make mistake with my English? You know, Ghanaians, they will laugh at me. You know, I was afraid of a whole lot of things. I was like, oh, I'm not really great at public speaking. I'm going to panic. My voice is going to shake and all that. But when I decided to do it, you know, I just started doing it. And with time, I'm progressing. When I watch my first video and then my most recent video, I can see that there is improvement. Okay. So just see every day as an opportunity for you to grow. Don't wait to be perfect before you start. Once the Lord has placed it on your heart, it means that He has given you all the skills that you need to do it. So go ahead and do it. With time, you will get perfect. Focus on progressing, not perfection. So
Ha.
that's what I would want my other destiny shapers to keep. That whatever the Lord has placed in your heart, go ahead, go out there, do it. It is going to impact somebody's life. Don't let that dream die because you are afraid. Don't let it die because you are shy. Don't let it die because you feel like you are not perfect. You can do it. You don't need to be perfect to do it. Go out, do it, and do it anyway and anyhow. With time, you will progress and then you will reach perfection. Yeah.
I'll have to clap for you. Let's
Yeah.
overcome our what ifs. That's what I say. Don't wait to be perfect before you start something.
Yeah.
Once you start, the ideas will start flowing. You see how now she's doing the research spotlight. She started from somewhere. She started with I think you started with the math, right?
Yeah. So I started with the maths, and then the education in the diaspora came, and then the research spotlight came. Yeah.
Awesome. So start from somewhere. Start from number one. Don't wait till you are at number 10 in your room. That will never take place. Start with the first idea. Start with the first idea. All the great people we see out there, they started from number one. And now
Mm.
they are 1,000, 1,000,000 and all that. Let's start from number one. So thank you so much, Sister Tisha. I am really blessed and honored to have you
And
today.
thank you so much, Sister Sheila. It's an honor to be here to share with everyone, and thank you for all the great stuff you are doing. And God bless you, and God bless all our viewers for watching. Also, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, our friends on YouTube and our friends on Facebook. God bless you all. Please share the video for somebody to become a blessing. So we'll see you next 2 weeks. Until then, we'll say we love you and goodbye to everybody.
Thank you. Bye bye, everyone.